Before we dive into the fascinating world of Star Trek, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to stay up to date on the latest news and updates, because the property can be simple narrative. As a longtime Trekkie, I still remember watching reruns of Star Trek: The Original Series in black and white on our old family television set. Uh, um, the introduction of new villains in Star Trek Lower Decks fifth season has me absolutely thrilled. The show, created by Mike Machman, is set in the late 24th century during the time frame of Star Trek: The Next Generation, and serves as a platform for nods uh, to or humorous uh, reinterpretations of everything Star Trek up until that point, and then understanding of the dedicated tenor. Over the past 5 years, a gradual crossover that featuring the primary alien antagonist from Star Trek has been subtly unfolding within the animated series Star Trek Lower Decks. The opening credits undergo changes accompanied by Chris Westlake's grand score, depicting the USS Cerritos and its escapades as it navigates the cosmos. Following the names of the primary cast members, the Cerritos encounters a region where Starfleet's adversarial aliens are engaged in conflict. As a California-class support vessel, the Cerritos prudently decides to retreat. And with each new season of Star Trek Lower Decks, more and more alien species join the fight portrayed in the opening credits. And here's an enumeration of all 10 alien races participating in the main title clash of Star Trek Lower Decks. In the intro of Star Trek Lower Decks, the USS Cerritos collides with the ground as it passes several Borg cubes engaged in combat with Romulan warbirds. The Borg collective represents an extremely powerful menace to the United Federation of Planets and the entire galaxy. The late 24th century sees them at their peak strength under the command of the malevolent Borg Queen. In the ongoing conflict with the formidable Borg, there are numerous warbirds from the Romulan Star Empire engaged in battle. In the opening sequence of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2, we find the Pakleds teaming up with Klingon birds of prey in a massive battle between the Borg and Romulans. The Pakleds, initially seen as rather dim-witted antagonists from Star Trek The Next Generation, reappear in Star Trek Lower Decks. And they, although they remain intellectually challenged, they prove to be formidably dangerous. Notably, the Pakleds almost wrecked the USS Cerritos and falsely accused Captain Carol Freeman of destroying their home planet with a bombing attack. In the opening sequence of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3, a colossal snowflake-like being known as the Crystalline Entity appears alongside the Borg, Romulans, Pakleds, and Klingons, demonstrating an equalizing force against the Borg's immense power. Originally introduced in Star Trek The Next Generation Season 1, this enormous organism is capable of annihilating all life on a planet. In an earlier instance, it was responsible for countless deaths before being defeated by the USS Enterprise D. In the opening sequence of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4, the mysterious alien artifact known as the Whale Probe and the Breen become part of a burgeoning interstellar conflict that forces the USS Cerritos to escape. And it not really intuitive. First appearing in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, the enigmatic extraterrestrial entity called the Whale Probe almost devastated Earth as it sought humpback whales. Captain James T. Kirk and his USS Enterprise crew, traveling through time, rescued 2 humpback whales from 1986 San Francisco and returned them to their time. As a passionate Star Trek fan, I've just wrapped up my review of the thrilling final season of Star Trek Lower Decks, streaming on Paramount Plus. In this climactic showdown, the usual tranquil opening credits transform into an exhilarating free-for-all, with not 1 but 3 new adversaries entering the fray. The enigmatic Tholians, the Hands of Apollo, and VGE. In an unexpected twist, I found myself reacquainted with the enigmatic entity known as V'ger in the opening credits of Star Trek Lower Decks 5th season. This cosmic being first crossed paths with us back in Star Trek: The Motion Picture, appearing as a colossal energy cloud on a destructive path towards Earth. The mighty USS Enterprise, led by the legendary Admiral Kirk, managed to intercept V'ger, and that's a wrap. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll see you in the next one.